and it is August 3rd, 2025. Kathy and I arrived here at Teddy Roosevelt National Park, the North Unit, about 60 miles north of the South Unit, and we are at Juniper Campground. And what we're looking at is one of those buffalo dirt areas where they like to roll around. There's also some little buffalo pies here also. What's neat is that we're camped right there. There's our campsite. So the ranger said the buffalo like to come here in the mornings. So if we're lucky, tomorrow morning we'll see some buffalo right here. I don't know, they do what they want to do, but we'll see how it works. Right now, Kathy and I are walking down to the Little Missouri River. We'll take a look. Looks like we're up on a high bluff here. The Little Missouri. Very muddy river. Yeah. They have the Big Muddy, right?
Yeah, you
the
can't
Big
really
Muddy.
get down there.
I guess this is the Little Muddy, but there is some nice scenery here at the North Unit. I think that formation right there on the other side of that are what they call the Cannonball Concretions, which we'll be taking a look at later today or tomorrow. So welcome to the North Unit of Teddy Roosevelt National Park in North Dakota. We're on the South Achenbach Trail, which comes right off the Juniper Campground. It runs for about 7 miles, I think, over to Sperati Point. We hope to drive out to that point tomorrow. But I just want to give a little flavor of the trail in this spot. Here's very muddy river crossing of the Little Missouri. And you'll see the footprints on the sandbar moving to the left and crossing the river again out in this direction. That's all we're going to be doing today of this, just to get a little flavor. Well, here we are at the Cannonball Concretions, which I believe they were formed by water just continually dripping and forming these round rocks. So we're going to explore this a little bit today, and the plan is to come back tomorrow with Kathy and walk a little bit more. But I did see a guy up at the top up there, so I might have to go check that out. We'll see. Let's explore. Our goal right now is to try to get up to the top of the ridge, which is beyond that peak right there. So we're going to try to head up there. We'll see if we can make it. Let's go. All right, we're just going to see how high we can go. It looks like there's one trail that goes around the perimeter, and then I'm not really sure where this is going to go, but we'll see if it can get us up to the top. Left some cannonballs behind us. I might have to check those out later. Let's see, unique landscape, no doubt. Oh boy. Well, I ran into a real nice couple, and they told me that the gentleman who went up to the top went up a rather steep spot behind me. So I don't know if we're going to make that, but we'll just enjoy this, what we do find. And this looks like a bit of a challenge. Let's see how it goes. All right, we're over that little barrier, and let us into this little gully. Maybe there's a gradual way here on the left to the top. If we don't make it, that's okay. This is looking promising right here. Oh, there's the peak in front of us. We'll forge on ahead a little more. And this is looking like the final ascent. And we've made it to the top. Pretty safe coming up. There's the little Missouri out there. And we'll pan a little, being that we made it here. Beautiful, beautiful park. Alright, so I made it to the top of this ridge. I'll call it Cannonball Ridge. What a neat little hike coming up here. Tomorrow we'll come back with Kathy, check it out a little bit. A lot of fun and so incredibly colorful. And we're almost back down at the bottom. So we'll just give a little view of this. We're down near the cannonballs now. There they are. Some of them. Get a little bit closer. Okay, so we're just about out now. Hope you enjoyed a little hike up to this ridge at the Cannonball Concretions. Teddy Roosevelt National Park, North Dakota. This is the North Unit. All right, I just got back from a hike. And it was a little hot out there, so I'm going to try to cool myself off now with this fan. We have it on full speed. Let's go. Here at Oxbow Overlook, which is the terminus of the Park Road here at Theodore Roosevelt National Park, North Unit. And we're going to walk up to the Overlook, and then we're going to take the Achenbach Trail, a little piece of the South Achenbach Trail. That goes about 10.5 miles over to the campsite where we're staying. And we're going to head out to this here Sperati Point. That's the plan for today. This is the South Achenbach right here in front of us. We're going to go up to the Overlook first. Let's go. All right, Kathy's ready with a brand new hat and mosquito spray. It's going to be a very warm day, so we're leaving early right now. It's about 10:15. Let's hit the trail.
Is this the trail?
Yeah. Okay, so let's take the trail first, and then maybe we'll check out the overlook later. I love this land here. It's different than the campground area, because this here is these beautiful high plains, rolling hills. Beautiful park, Teddy Roosevelt.
I think a bug flew in my eye.
Well, the heat was a little too much for Kathy. It's heating up pretty quickly out here. So she went back to the RV, cool off a little bit. We're maybe about a half a mile in on this trail. It's 1.2 each way. So I'm going to keep going and see what we find. Well, we're getting many signs that the buffalo frequent this area. Rangers said the buffalo were up here 2 days ago, and then they moved off, so we'll see. I suspect we're up here at Sperati Point now. There's one more knoll in front of us here, so I'll take a look at that. Obviously very hazy morning. It's almost 11 o'clock now, so we may not get all the glory of the view from here, but it is wonderful. We'll see the Little Missouri in a moment. Let's go to the top of this knoll right here and check out the view. All right, this is Sperati Point. The park ranger said you get the best panoramic view from here in the park. There's the Little Missouri again. Obviously a hazy view toward the east. She said if you start heading down the very steep trail, you're going a little past the point. Now from here, I can actually see the RV in the parking lot. I don't know if you can see it in this video. I'll zoom in. But there it is. And Kathy's back there. Well, no bison to be seen yet, but here is the view. Well, I'm going to head on back now. A short little stroll, really, on the South Achenbach Trail to the Sperati Point. This is the Riverbend Overlook, and the park claims it's one of the most iconic views in the park. Riverbend Overlook. See some pellets here, maybe an elk or something. All right, what a view. Now we're over by the Caprock Coulee trailhead. We're just getting our feet wet on this trail, but such beauty. It is a hot, hot summer day out here today, but beautiful. This is remarkable. Well, this is the most beautiful trail I've seen in this park so far. Of course, we only scratched the surface of this place, but wow, what an opening to this trail. And right here is a piece of petrified wood protruding from the rock. Oh, there's a hole. Nothing in there. Take these off. All right.
I got it. I got his head. I got his head. You're way too close.